Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Justin Case. Kentucky State Police have charged a father and son in connection to the Wednesday night hit and run in Bell County. Police say the hit and run happened on Kentucky Highway 92 East around 8 o'clock last night, and a local man, Addie Fussin, died after being hit by a black four-door car. Troopers arrested 30-year-old Joshua Ellis and his 15-year-old son after being pulled over in a vehicle matching the description from the crash.
And we've been working around the clock to figure out exactly what vehicle this was and get maybe some closure for the family because, you know, as of last night, they didn't have any idea who done this.
Ellis is being held at the Bell County Detention Center, and the 15-year-old son is being taken to a juvenile detention center. Students protesting against school officials. That is what's happening in Whitley County as students in the Future Farmers of America program fear what the program could become. Currently, 2 instructors teach the students in the vocational program, with one retiring at the end of this year and no replacement to fill his shoes. Students are protesting to show their frustrations. Today, I went to Whitley County as a crowd of about 100 people rallied together outside a school board meeting. In downtown Williamsburg Thursday, the color blue flooded the streets. These protesters fear the FFA program at Whitley County High School will be cut in half once one of its instructors retires. That teacher says he gave the school ample notice.
Last year in July, I told them I was retiring then, and they told me when I did that they was going to put industrial maintenance in. They wasn't going to fill my position. So I stayed another year trying to get them to change their mind.
FFA doesn't just teach kids to become farmers. It's environmental science, math, hands-on skills, and other valuable tools. One girl here says her experiences in the program are pushing her to become an FFA teacher.
My teachers have impacted me in so many ways. They've changed who I am as a person. They've opened me up. They've helped me come out of my shell. They've taught me so many different things. I hope that maybe one day I can do even a little part of what they've done for me.
The superintendent says FFA is not going away at all. He says the job opening up after the current FFA teacher leaves will be filled by an instructor who will open up a new vocational option for students, industrial maintenance.
What industry is coming here? What industry is already here? It is in production and manufacturing type jobs, the plant jobs. And we want our kids to be trained up in those skills so that they can have these jobs that come with health insurance and a 401k option.
Protesters here say they are not satisfied with that answer. They fear what the program will become with only one agriculture teacher in the program.
The program might still be there, but it will be at a very fraction of what it is now, which is a state and nationally strong FFA program.
One side pushing for more student options, the other fighting for what they're passionate about. The superintendent says the 2 different vocational tracks of FFA will be combined into one, and the only program that will be lost will be horticulture. He says even with one instructor, all the students signed up will be able to participate in the program. Several Martin County emergency crews educated kids about the dangers of impaired driving this week. Jobs for America's Graduates prepared Sheldon Clark High School students for their upcoming prom night with a mock disaster. We were there for the fake outcome of a night of fun that included underage drinking and driving. Students encountered scary consequences for being impaired behind the wheel. A Grim Reaper claimed several lives, including those in the mock disaster.
If you're being cut out of the car or anything like that, then you're like, wow, this can actually happen to me and not just a maybe.
Organizers say there are 54 JAG programs across Kentucky. 27 students lose their lives to impaired driving each day. They hope this demonstration helps lead to a safe prom this Saturday.
Absolutely gorgeous day across the region. Warm temperatures, almost felt summer-like out there. Tonight still feels kind of warm. Let's take a look at Whitesburg as we overlook the city there this evening, and we're going to continue to see a nice night on tap for us. A few more clouds starting to drift in, but still for the most part not too bad. Look at these temperatures. Still 75 right now. Hazard 76 up toward Ashland and 74 down toward London there. 60s already, and Wise already cooling off quite a bit. Statewide temperatures 74 Paducah, 76 Bowling Green. Very mild night across across the region. It's very nice. You're also going to see the wind start to pick up a little bit, though, ahead of our next system, and you're seeing that cranking out of the southwest there, or south to southwest, between 10 and 15 miles an hour in spots. So again, you're going to notice that in the overnight hours start to pick up even more as that front approaches by tomorrow morning. More clouds in the overnight hours. Rain chances pick up tomorrow. The weekend forecast, unfortunately, features some rain as well. But the good news is, Justin, things are going to stay scattered. That's the word to remember as we head into the next couple of days. Of course, a lot of folks in Pikeville watching this forecast very closely. I'll have the rest of that and some guest weather coming up here in just a few minutes.
Brendan, thank you. Hillbilly Days began in 1977, and decades later, it's still going strong. The festival brings in people from all across the country to the mountains, and more importantly, puts tens of thousands of dollars into the local economy. Jacob Carlos Krager says having a business downtown during Hillbilly Days definitely is a great location to bring in extra cash.
You know, going up and down these streets and seeing local shops, but not only local, you see the bigger like Alltech. You get a little bit of everything in downtown Pikeville.
Of course, we'll be back in Pikeville live through 6 tomorrow. A local program that helped many people find jobs and graduate college will end this semester. Path to Promise is a program that assists SNAP recipients in Perry and Leslie counties. It helped people pay for school at Hazard Community and Technical College and help them find jobs in the area. HCTC received a grant for this program in 2016 for 3 years.
It was very successful. We had several students, at least over 20 students that received their degree while in the Path to Promise program. Some of those have went on to get their bachelor degree. We've had success with students who have gotten jobs after the work-study experience.
Langdon says she hopes this program will be implemented in other counties in eastern Kentucky. There are positive messages spreading around Harlan County High School. In one of the girls' restrooms, there is someone or a group of people who is or are putting post-it notes on the mirror of one of the restrooms with positive messages for their peers, hoping that in a time when social media is a driving force of how girls feel about themselves, one of these notes can turn around their day.
I remember when I was in high school, it almost felt like a competition with a lot of other girls. Like you had to be prettier than the other girls or nicer than the other girls. And the fact that these girls are saying, you are beautiful the way you are awesome, you are great to each other, and they're encouraging each other instead of belittling one another, that just is very encouraging.
It is not known who is doing this, but Ms. Rich and the administration say thank you. As the Manchester McDonald's burned to the ground this past weekend, community members and organizations immediately started thinking of ways of helping the workers who found themselves without a job. About 20 different local organizations, including churches, fire departments, and tourism commissions, even the local jail, helped create a fundraiser for them. For $5 a plate, people in the community enjoyed a spaghetti dinner and a concert from the band Bourbon Branch. Employees of the restaurant that burned down say this moment is exactly what a loving community is all about.
Well, I really appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone else does. You know, the gas cards or whatever, everything that people have done, it just means the world to us. And we can't wait to get back and get our regular customers, and a lot of them's been here tonight.
Just about all of the employees who worked at the Manchester McDonald's are now working at one of several McDonald's in London. The event helped raise almost $1,700. That money will help those employees with their commutes. Coming up at 11, notorious lawyer Michael Avenatti faces additional charges. We'll have the details on what the government is calling fraud.
After an amazing day today, of course, we have to pay for it. I'll have the latest on some rain chances moving into the area in just a few minutes.